your base are belong to us.
You're listening to Gamers Digest, a podcast where your hosts put the controllers down just long enough to talk about gaming news, rumors, and anything else they can think of. Here are your hosts, Spider-One and Mr. Factastic.
Welcome to Gamers Digest. We are a fan podcast. We talk about gaming news, rumors, anything we really want to.
Mm-hmm.
This is our 34th show. Still going strong.
We're getting up there.
Getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, it was kind of a slow week for both of us.
Definitely for me.
Yeah. So we'll do the best with what we got.
Mm-hmm.
So you said it was a slow week. So what did you?
I barely played any games at all. I did play a little. Yeah. I played a little bit of Rayman Origins.
Okay.
And I also played a little bit of Oddworld, the first one.
Abe's Odyssey?
Abe's Odyssey, yeah. Because, like, you know, I got GameFly, and I can do these free PC game, unlimited.
Right.
So, I got, like, Earthworm Jim 2, Oddworld, and Oddworld Abe's Exodus. So I was playing a couple of those. I spent most of my time working on graphics and stuff, watching LPs.
Right.
You know, instead of playing games, I watch other people play games.
Trying to figure out what we need to do to get more viewers?
I guess so. I mean, LPs are really, I mean, they're really entertaining.
They are.
Especially if you find one with, like, you know, a good person
right
playing the games. So, you know, I've been watching a couple of those. I was a little under the weather the last couple of days, so, yeah, just watching.
I think pretty much everybody is,
yeah.
as you just heard. I'm sure I've
got
something somewhere.
So I've also been debating on whether or not, or when am I going to pre-order the Tomb Raider game.
So you are going to pre-order it?
Yeah, because I want to get all those extras. You know, I'm just trying to figure out where, when, you know.
That well, go ahead.
Basically all that stuff, and there's also the Tomb Raider controller that I'm interested in that they announced at the CES. And I mean, it sucks because I would get that controller, and I wouldn't be able to use it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting it and not opening it and kind of like saving it. You know?
Oh, okay.
You know.
I actually was really interested in that controller because it did look really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have gotten a picture of it, but yeah, I'm interested in that DLC that it comes with. That Archer looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, I am
Under the
sick.
weather.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should title this episode. Under the weather.
Oh, just a dry, like, I've been fine all night, and then as soon as we start the show, I get a dry throat. So it comes in.
You want a lozenge?
Well, if I die, I die. I did play a few games. I played a lot of Skyrim. That's going to be my Let's Play, and we're going to talk about ideas for that later. Because Skyrim is such a huge game that
yeah,
I can't do like a traditional Let's Play because it would be like a 7,000 episode Let's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am level, well, I restarted, but I am level, I think, 8 on the playthrough that I'm going to use,
mm-hmm.
which is like an Orc Warrior.
Yeah.
And I've amassed like 7 hours of footage. Level 8, okay?
Yeah.
I've done like 2 companion quests, I've done like 3 story quests, 8 hours of footage. That is insane.
You want to know? Okay, you want to know something else that's insane? My brother, as huge as he is on like Fallout, Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls, he's played the game for like 13 and a half days. He probably added on to that since then, but he's never beat it yet. He's played it for that much amount of time and has not beaten the game yet.
He hasn't. See, I finished it on PlayStation, which I should go back on PlayStation and see what my play time is there.
He role plays in the game. He like creates his own little storyline with things, and he'll just he's all about just going on these like mini adventures. He doesn't care about the main quest. So,
he wants to make his own.
Yeah, he basically he wants to make
choose your own adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
And I'm going to kind of get into that a little later because one of our discussion topics is just some ideas for the show that I want to bounce back and forth off of you, and likewise. I did do World of Warcraft. We killed that boss that was kind of hammering on us. And then we killed the next boss, too.
Nice.
So,
fourth in the server?
We are 6th on the server. Because some other guilds did start taking down other bosses. And
once that new patch came out?
Right. So yeah, we made some definite progress, and then the next boss that we're stuck on, we got him down to like 4%. So he is like right on the edge.
Nice.
I played Penny Arcade 3, the Rain Slick Precipice.
Okay.
Uh,
That's the more
old
traditional,
school.
more old school one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I'll probably do a review on that eventually, but I don't want to talk too much about that. The other big one I started playing is a new MMO. It's free to play, which means there's a huge cash shop. But I'm going to do that for my preview. It's called RaiderZ, or Raiders. I haven't figured out how to say it. I haven't found anybody that actually says it, and people who actually say it all say it differently. So, but it is RaiderZ, and I'm going to talk about that later, so I'll get more into that. We do have some news this week. It really isn't anything major.
Nothing huge.
Activision tooting their own horn. Skylanders passed the $500 million mark.
Yeah,
for
it's
merchandise.
pretty huge franchise. I mean, it's a brilliant idea. I mean, I told you, I talked about this on the show before. When I was a little kid, I was like, this would be cool if they did this, and they finally. I mean, it took a while for them to do it, but they actually did
Toys that you can play in game with. Yeah, I mean, they're genius, and Activision is just riding the money train now because they've got World of Warcraft, Diablo, and Skylanders, and Call of Duty. So
they're flying high.
They are the Bizarro THQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oddly enough, no THQ news this week. There was a lot of stuff going on, but they're still in sale. So I don't want to like, oh, EA might buy this, you know, so and so might buy this. We'll just report on it once it's
once the dust has settled.
Yeah. So
now last week we had this story about the Connecticut, the town in Connecticut that was going to destroy your violent video games when you turned it in. It was supposed to be on the 12th, which was this past Saturday. Right. They ended up canceling it a few days before, and I remember when I first saw that story. But yeah, they canceled it, and they said they had a message where they said they had already proved their point or something like that.
Right.
I mean,
it was just a big marketing thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But now Massachusetts did the same thing, and they actually did it. But they didn't give out gift cards. They gave out like coupons to stuff, and no results are in from that. Massachusetts also removed all shooting games from their rest stops because like they had. Apparently Massachusetts has way better rest stops than we do.
Wow.
But they had like Time Crisis and stuff like that, like
Really?
little arcade sections, but they're all gone now. So you're stuck with Pac-Man and Dig Dug.
That kind of pisses me off. Those were the best games to play when you went to the arcades.
Right. Because they
like Jurassic Park, Time Crisis, Lost World. I mean,
Time Crisis only was a good game because you were a cop. I mean, come on. How can you say that's bad influence? You're shooting a bad guy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh well. Fallout 4. You know, Fallout 4 might be coming. A tweet by one of the voice actors in Fallout 3 kind of gave it away. It said, "I might have more work soon. Your favorite character might be returning." So
if I wasn't feeling very froggy, I would do a 3-dog impersonation.
Yeah.
Impersonation. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like Fallout 3. I never played Vegas.
And it's rumored that Fallout 4 might take place in Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, because some Bethesda scouts were scouting out the area, like MIT and stuff. So yeah, I mean, very cool. I mean, I liked Fallout 3 more than New Vegas. I like that. I guess I like the East Coast story. Yeah. Better than the West.
Did you know the area?
Yeah, we live here.
Yep.
And I mean, to see more homegrown or grounded into American culture.
Right.
You know, just take place over here. Like, I mean, one of the expansions was down. It was like, I forget what area, some area in Virginia. Yeah. I mean, it's just really cool. Yeah,
Fallout 3. I really enjoyed that it was local because Bethesda literally just walked out their front door and walked around, and that's how they scouted where it was. But Fallout 4, if it is in Boston, maybe then the Red Sox will actually win a World Series.
Maybe.
Wii U sales. We haven't really reported on them because they've been kind of quiet. But GameStop released its figures, and apparently they're pretty good because they're like in 400,000 sold.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're doing good. Obviously not what they were hoping or where the original Wii was.
Right.
But I mean, you know, quiet. It's going to do well, but I think the Wii U is going to stay.
It's going to be a slow burn.
Yeah.
Rather than the phenomenon that was the Wii.
Yeah, and when PS4 and the Xbox,
I agree,
come out, it's just going to be your number 3 choice.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, but I think the Wii U is still going to be that family console. They always have that one launch title, which in this case was Zombie U, which is like, oh, we're a hardcore console. And you never hear anything ever again about it. For the Wii, it was Red Steel. So
yep, I remember.
Yeah.
So we'll have a Zombie U2, I guess, maybe later on down the line. And
I mean, I've only heard good things about Zombie U, but the rest of the stuff just still seems gimmicky for me.
Yeah.
Even Zombie U, there's a lot of gimmicky stuff with the controller pad. Like if you need to zoom in through a gun, you can't do it through the TV screen. You gotta lift the controller up, and that's like your
sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Maybe. Nintendo did have some big news in the franchise that does actually sell quite a bit. Pokemon announced its next next set of games, because they always release two at a time. Pokemon X and Y in full 3D for once.
The first time it's in full 3D. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm interested in seeing the full 3D Pokemon.
I am too. You know, people rag on Pokemon like it's a kid's game and stuff, but at its heart, it was actually like a pretty solid RPG.
Oh yeah, a very solid RPG.
And I mean, I hate to say it, but it's still one of the most watched esports.
Really?
Yep. Pokemon World Championship consistently pulls in millions of people to view it worldwide.
This is my first time ever hearing about it.
I did some research, and the only championship that ever pulls in more is League of Legends, and that's only recently.
Wow.
So, and you got to remember, it's World Championship, so U.S. might not be as big. It's kind of like StarCraft, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Pokemon World Championship is a real deal. So.
So people.
And I mean, these are. I mean, obviously there's kids playing, but these are like people our age, like competing.
Yeah.
It is such a solid RPG, and you know they've been doing this for what, 20 years or something, 15, 20 years. So they've got like the core mechanics down to a science. So as a competitive game, they're almost on the same level as Blizzard. Like they know how to balance a game to be competitive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm interested. I don't know if I'd ever drop the money for a 3DS, unless I caught a really good deal, or you know they were giving deals out. Like the Fire Emblem 3DS. That caught my eye because I really like Fire Emblem, and apparently it's going to DS now, more so than consoles, which it's always been, you know.
Yeah.
But
I felt that way about Valkyria Chronicles.
Yep.
For PS3. I really loved the first game, and then the sequel they just started bringing to the.
It's like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
They release everything on different consoles, and I mean Kingdom Hearts is even worse because it's like. Started out with Sony, then went to Nintendo Portable, then went back to Sony, then did Nintendo Portable, then did PlayStation Portable, and then went Nintendo Portable again. So they can't make up their mind.
They cannot make up their minds.
And then it'll go back to PlayStation 4 as a launch title.
Yep.
That's my prediction.
With Star Wars characters.
With Star Wars characters.
That's going to be pretty cool.
And Marvel characters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Kingdom Hearts is going to be huge.
That's right.
Small bit of news, Borderlands 2 gets a patch. It fixes a lot of glitches, but the big one was the new class that I've talked, which is what I played, the Mechanomancer, or Mechromancer, or however you say it. You can summon the Death Trap, you know, big giant robot. But one of his abilities is if you take damage, he'll heal your shield to full. Well, there's a bug where he would do that for enemies. So if you're shooting somebody, he would heal the enemy. So the developers, Gearbox, said, yeah, we fixed it, even though it was hilarious. And I've actually encountered this. I was fighting a boss or I don't know if it's a boss, but it was like one of the badass monsters, so like a mini boss.
Yeah.
And I got his shield all the way down, and I started tacking on his life, and then boom, full shield again. I was like, what the heck? So
You still ended up beating him, though.
actually, I think in that case I died. So because he healed the shield, and then his timer ran out, and then it killed me. So
that sucks.
But they've got a new DLC coming out too. They really just announced the official look today. I mean, we talked about it, Mr. Torque's campaign, stuff like that, and then the next one is the one that they previewed today is the Big Hunt. So that one looks pretty cool. But I'll have more news on that probably next week, just because, like I said, the official look was today.
Speaking of next week, I believe it is next week. Yeah, next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 4 Spartan Ops will return. So we get what? We're getting 3 new Spartan Ops missions.
We're getting 3 new episodes, 5 missions
Yeah,
apiece.
yeah, that's right. 3 new episodes. I always got those mixed up. Are we gonna have to pay for those?
No, they're free. Just continuing the tradition. And this, we'll talk about it, but that might be something we could record.
Oh yeah, playing those definitely.
Yeah. Valve showed off its Steam box prototypes. They also showed off some hardware at the CES, but they say that's not the Steam box. That's just a side project. The one that wasn't the Steam box was like a computer that could fit in the palm of your hand, which was pretty insane because it can play most Steam games.
Wow.
But their prototypes were really cool. I was talking to you about it. They're kind of trying to bring back the LAN gaming. They said one, I guess we'll call it a console, one console PC thing. Not only will be a computer, but it'll also be like a server. So you can play, they said they're trying to get up to 4 TVs, up to 16 people wirelessly on one box, which is amazing because that LAN party's back. Yeah. Without the wires.
Yeah, and the wires were a mess.
I remember when Xbox was huge and Halo was huge. Everybody would bring their stuff over to my house because we had, I don't want to say the most TVs, but we had the most easily accessible TVs, and we would run cables back and forth from the living room to the family room, so we could play each other, and then we'd have one team on one side and one on the other. And then there was no screen looking, there was none of that. It was
no
just
cheating.
And, dude, we did that for hours.
That's pretty cool.
So that'll be cool if that comes back.
Yeah.
Because we've got a good setup here.
We do.
We got 3 TVs.
That's how we used to do. It was almost like when we were playing Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the good old days.
Shouting orders. People are like, "Who are you talking to?"
And there's that really annoying guy.
Yeah. Well, there's always that really annoying guy. Oh yeah. One thing I didn't mention is what I played earlier, the God of War beta, with the really annoying kid that was like 7.
Yeah, he was young.
God of War beta. I'll probably do an official preview for it, but it's awesome.
And violent.
And violent, yes. And the biggest news of the week, I know you guys have been missing him, but Shaq's back in video games. He has his own iOS game. It's called Shaq Down. It is kind of like an infinite runner. It features Shaq mowing down zombies and
taking on bosses.
Yep, he has his patented slam dunk, and of course, you know, his free throw ability, which apparently can actually hit something. So.
Nice.
But like I said, it's a light week in gaming news.
Not a lot going on.
No, it's the beginning of the year. CES is all about the hardware. E3 is coming up, so news is kind of dry up. But with the Shaq game, it kind of got me thinking, like, is mobile gaming real gaming? Like, a lot of people say mobile gaming isn't for gamers. It's just for the normal people. But to me, it's gaming. Like,
yeah, I would think it's gaming too. I mean, it's just a different
type of gaming. Like,
yeah.
The pick up and play, like Walking Dead on mobile devices, is a big indication that it's real gaming. Now, I've also heard that it's horrible on mobile devices because Walking Dead is a very bad pick up and play, put down and play game.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But like, people always, I don't even know the right word, like delegitimize the
demonize.
No, like it's not legitimate gaming. They always say that people who are mobile gamers aren't real gamers, which I think we need to get away from that stigma because this is the way it's going.
Hmm.
I mean, so I mean, what do you think? Do you think like do you think we'll see more hardcore titles?
On mobile devices, I don't. Maybe like offshoots. You know, like
Tie-ins?
yeah, like tie-ins.
Okay.
Like when I remember when like PSP first came out, and like even before then, we were getting just little side story type games and stuff
Mhm.
that just tied in with the other game, like Metal Gear, for instance. It used to be a Game Boy game,
Right.
you know. So I'm thinking maybe mobile can go like that. I mean, it's mobile is too huge of a market to just pass up.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying that they shouldn't develop games for it, but I mean, like mobile is a certain type of like it requires a certain type of approach to that you shouldn't put towards a console game or like a sit in front of a television with a controller in your hand game.
Right.
You know, so
And I mean, tablets and stuff. That's still mobile gaming.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see the RaiderZ tablet? Did
No.
you get to take a look at that? I was gonna do a news story, but it's not really a news story. But Razer unveiled its gaming tablet, and it can play in multiple configurations. Like you can play like a laptop, you can hook a keyboard and stuff up to it.
Mhm.
You can play it like a tablet. The other thing is it has accessories that it's almost like a controller. Like
Mm.
I don't want to say it looks like the Wii U controller, but it's kind of like that type of thing. Like you get a screen in the middle and you got joysticks and buttons and stuff. So
That is neat.
and it can play like at CES they showed it. It can play like Crisis 2. It played Dishonor at full settings. Like it was playing like recent PC games at full settings. So that's pretty impressive. The price, however, was not impressive. It was like a $1,300 tablet, and if you want to get everything out of it, it's like another $1,500. So
That sucks.
yeah, yeah. I think well, the whole reason I wanted to bring this up is we don't talk a whole lot about mobile gaming.
Nah.
So I think we're gonna. I don't know if we'll do like a mobile gaming section, but I think we'll definitely try to incorporate more mobile gaming stuff in.
I definitely do like mobile gaming. Like I used to play Pokemon, you know, on my phone.
Cheater.
I mean, I did. You
Yeah.
know?
But I mean, like my wife Nikki, she plays I don't know Jack on the phone, and you know it's a simple
Mhm.
trivia game, but I mean even that's gotten a lot more advanced. Like they do all kinds of crazy
Yeah.
stuff and stuff like that. So I think mobile gaming is something we're gonna need to pay more attention to this year.
Yeah. 'Cause
At least
it's really big. Where I think I'm like underestimating how big it is. It really is.
right.
Big.
I mean Angry Birds.
Exactly. There's gonna be a movie.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a movie based on that game.
So
That's crazy.
all right, moving on to other gaming stuff. You've been like steamrolling a lot of Let's Plays. So
Yeah. It's fun.
you pick good games for Let's Plays. Like you pick short. I don't want to say short, but concise games. Like Tomb Raider is very point A to point B.
Exactly. Yeah.
Story-driven games. Like Halo 4 would be a good game
Halo
for
4 would
Let's
be a
Play.
good one.
Whereas I was dumb and picked Skyrim,
Skyrim was like totally open-ended.
which yeah, like I said, 8 hours of footage for
Mhm.
8 levels. That's,
Yeah, like that game took me, like when I beat Skyrim, I think I put like 40 something hours into it.
yeah, it's a heavy game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for Let's Plays, I think we need to start. I don't know if you want to, but I think my first idea that I was going to pitch was what I already told you. Is I think I'm going to do the Skyrim in character as like the orc.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I'm trying to figure out the voice. You said do it like Grimlock, and I can't do it like Grimlock. I tried it. Like I recorded myself. I practiced. Obviously not at work. 'Cause that would be really embarrassing. But I practiced and tried it, and I can't do it like Grimlock. So I got to work on the voice. But I almost want to do like shows, like machinima shows.
Mm.
But I don't know quite of what. Like World of Warcraft's overdone, and there's only so much you can do with that. Skyrim would be good, but you have a lot less control.
Yeah.
So I want to do like more shows like that. Like Minecraft would be really good. 'Cause
Minecraft
it's
would be good.
So open-ended. Terraria, you could do something too. But like, what other games?
To like create a show out of.
Or what other Let's Play stuff? Like just off the wall stuff. And I know it's weird talking about our show on our show, but
I know it is a little different. It's like
But this is like a good forum because obviously we have people in the chat, and even though it's really quiet right now, but other than that, it's a good forum because I think you and I are at our most candid when we're on the show.
Yeah, we are. We are. And I would like to do a lot more like co-op type stuff. Like a few weeks ago, there was like a fire sale on GameFly, and they were selling Operation Raccoon City for like dirt cheap. I'm talking like $4. I was like,
we should have got that.
Like, should I? That could be our like Christmas present. Like get us all copies of Raccoon City, and then we'd have to like force ourselves to play through it.
We could do that. I mean,
that was one of my ideas. Like maybe we can do something like some quick Let's Plays where like maybe it's like just like a competitive game or a co-op game.
Right.
We got Dead Space coming up. Dead Space 3.
We could incorporate some fighters. That would be pretty funny.
Fighters like
Street Fighter or.
Oh yeah.
Or even like the beat 'em ups like Double Dragon and stuff like that.
Or we can do like play our own Super Bowl.
Yeah, there we go. Although you're gonna beat me at that, unless we play Blitz.
Yeah. We could do a Ravens Cowboys Super Bowl.
We should do that. Like we should. That would. Unfortunately, we're at the end of the football season now, but we should pick maybe for next year, or maybe if we have time, this week, or even for the Super Bowl, we should pick like one game a week and simulate it, but us playing.
Oh yeah,
a team.
that would be cool. That would be cool, definitely.
So.
Yeah, like say like Monday night's game or some title game or one of the games that are the featured game of the week.
Right.
We can play our version of that.
And see, yeah, because I mean for Madden they always simulate it like but that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So well, see, there we go. We got a bunch of show ideas.
We're getting some ideas. But yeah, I love doing Let's Plays. Doing the voiceovers for them has got me more used to speaking.
Right.
It's just, I mean.
I don't know how this orc voice is gonna go.
I mean, the more you do it, the better you get.
Right.
Before, when I would get on the show, it'd take a while for me to get warmed up.
Right.
Like when I'm doing the show, but when I started doing Let's Plays, like I've recorded them different ways. I recorded live while I was playing the game. That's how I did my XCOM. That's how I'll always do my XCOM because that's a game where you're in the gut reaction. You need to be in the moment when you're playing that game.
Yep.
But like for Tomb Raider, I just play through the game and then I'll do my recording afterwards. That way, if I might have a joke coming, I might be able to be ready for it because I remember what happened, or I remember if I'm gonna fall in this one spot and die, So I mean, I've gotten used to speaking. Just like I'm sitting in front of a computer, watching a screen, just talking straight.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about practice, and you and I still aren't great at that.
Yeah, we're
working
on it. We're working on it.
So
yeah.
Okay, well, so we're gonna have a bunch of Let's Plays coming. So apparently I can't talk anymore. Maybe I should do the orc voice. But stay tuned. Skyrim, I am shooting for early February for at least the first episode, the pilot episode, because obviously if it is going to be like a show, there's going to be a little more editing and than this. So and there are a lot of deaths that I'm going to have to cut out.
Oh,
because this orc warrior is not going to be dying a lot.
I would like to do I wanted to do a Let's Play for Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
But I loaded up the demo again on the Xbox, and I wasn't that comfortable with. I didn't like the control. Because
you played the whole game on PlayStation.
Yeah,
so.
I played it all on PlayStation. I was like, So.
All right. Well, we don't got any reviews this week.
No.
Because it was a slow week, and everything we really played we already reviewed. So we're going to do 2 previews. I said mine's going to be RaiderZ. Yours is going to be...
The Cave.
The Cave.
It's going to be The Cave.
So we got a trailer for The Cave. Do you want to just play the trailer?
I'll talk about it. I'll talk a little bit of it, and then we can just play the trailer, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
But
Save
basically,
it for the end.
yeah, basically the cave is I mean, we mentioned before how there's a renaissance of these side-scrolling platformer games. You know, they're coming back, and this game, it's actually coming out this month. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a game. It's made by the creators of Monkey Island.
Yeah.
And what's the and Psychonauts. I mean, it's really interesting. There's 7 different characters. They come to this like magical talking cave. I mean, it sounds crazy. Like when you see the trailer, you'll understand it a little bit more. They come to this magical cave, and they all have these desires that they want to fulfill by going into this cave and figuring stuff out. And I believe there's 7 playable characters, and when you start the game, you can play it multiplayer or just single player, and you got to choose 3 different characters, and you're locked with those characters after you choose them. So that way, when you play through the game, you can have different combinations of how to play through the game, because some characters have different abilities, and they can access other areas in this cave, and you know, it extends the replayability a lot, and I really like that.
Yeah,
So,
I assume they all solve puzzles
yeah,
differently.
yeah, they all solve puzzles differently. It's really cool. I can't wait to play. That's maybe a let's play we should do.
You know, Nikki made fun of me for this, but I was like, when you brought up the cave, I was like, oh, I'm actually really excited about the cave, and I am, because I've been following it since it's been in development up until recently. And when you said you wanted to do a preview of it, I was really happy because I haven't kept on it over the past couple of months since they're nearing the end.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas and stuff. I had a baby coming. I had a couple other things on my mind than the cave.
Yeah.
Make a different cave joke, but anyway. So you want to play the trailer?
Yeah, let's play the trailer.
Okay. So excited about the trailer.
For hundreds, nay thousands, nay tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for, even fewer ever leave. Welcome to the cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. The hillbilly. On this fine night, he searches for his true love. The scientist. She is on the cusp of a great discovery for all of humankind. The monk, he seeks a journey filled with peace and enlightenment. And murder. I'm sorry. The twins, they just want to go outside and play. What could be more innocent than that? Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them.
So that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean January. I mean that's definitely a game I want a kid. It's on my radar for sure. So.
I'll have to save some points for it. Now I assume it's all platforms.
Yeah.
Xbox, PlayStation,
I think
PC.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. My review. I guess I can change this to previews now, even though it's a little late.
Yeah.
My preview is going to be on RaiderZ. It is a new free-to-play MMO. I'm going to start the video once I fix the sound settings, so you guys can look at it and you don't have to look at me anymore. Okay, so this is RaiderZ. It is like I said, it is a new free-to-play MMO. You just download it, sign up for an account, and go. It's kind of a mix between God of War, Devil May Cry, and Monster Hunter. In an MMO setting. There's 4 classes. Well, I don't want to say classes. There's 4 types of weapons, because your weapons dictate what type of skills you use. This is actually the almost like Berserker class. Obviously uses a huge two-hander weapon.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is a little bit higher level than what he was just fighting. Most fights take a lot longer than that. But as you see, you can interact with the environment. You can pick up weapons and stuff like that. So it is, complete action MMO in every sense of the word. So let's see. Boom. A little bit of a waste. But, like I said, it is free to play. There is a cash shop. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad. Like, most free to play games treat you, if you're not a paying customer, like crap. Like, they make it hard to level, they make it hard to play. This game blocks almost none of its content behind paid subscription. It pretty much just makes it so that if you want to pay, you get boosts. But even then, the boosts aren't huge. Like, the biggest boost I saw was 10% to experience. So, just leveling normally, it really wasn't that bad. I wish I could have gotten my video. My video, for some reason, wouldn't transfer, so I had to go out and find one. But the reason I say it's actually like Monster Hunter is because most of the things you fight, and the things you fight in groups, what actually makes it the MMO, are like these huge titanic monsters. They are, like he's coming up on some lizards, and these are actually still fairly small. Like you fight pretty huge looking dudes that you have to, hit the weak spots, dodge, dive, stuff like that. Now you're getting a little closer to what the bigger guys look like, but even that is still pretty timid compared to what you're actually dealing with. Overall, it was a lot of fun, and I'm probably gonna keep playing it since it is free to play. I actually had a lot more fun in this than I did in Guild Wars. Just
really?
Because once the combat got going, like this is still pretty early in the game, but once the combat got going and stuff like that, it was fast, it was exciting, dodging, blocking, you got all your skills and stuff that you can use. It was a lot of fun. There is, the standard questing mechanic, go here, kill 10 of these guys, go here.
Get the bear asses.
Get the bear asses, or fish asses, whatever they make.
Should have added bear asses to the intro.
Yeah. But that is the core MMO.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who says any MMO is not a grind has never played an MMO.
No.
So let's see if this guy actually gets anywhere. So, well, now he's dizzy. So let's see. There we go. There's a boss. So now you get to see him actually fight something. So this is actually still, I don't want to say it's a small boss, but it's obviously...
They get bigger than that?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, this is around the third or fourth big character you fight. But the first one you fight is actually really huge. Like, it's like a... I don't want to say it's like a titan, but it's like a colossus, like a statue that's come alive.
Now, can you party up, or are you...
Yeah.
Okay, this
Yeah.
guy's just trying to go solo.
Right. So, but some of the really big stuff you have to party up for. Like, this is the only class you're really getting to see, which is why I picked it, because it's what I played, so I can kind of talk to the skills and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a traditional sword and forward tank warrior. There's a cleric, and then there's like a sorcerer. And the cool thing is, they have pretty expansive talent trees. So, like, the sword and board warrior can be purely offensive. Obviously, with the shield, he's a little bit better for defense. The cleric actually can be a up-close two-handed fighter, like almost like a paladin without the shield. And then the sorcerer is kind of still limited to magic. And the berserker is kind of still limited to close-range two-handed combat. But as you see, it's very God of War in the like that you can pick up other weapons and stuff and use them short-term. And this guy's doing fairly well for this guy.
Not bad.
But it was a lot of fun, and for free-to-play, good free-to-play, it was really nice to see that they didn't screw you if you didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of dungeons. There's all the MMO stuff. PvP. I can't talk on PvP because, I mean, I was only like level 4. So, at my level, it really wasn't balanced. But I did duel a couple of people, and it is a lot of fun because, you know, it's kind of like that God of War where it's very fast-paced and it's very rock, paper, scissors. Like, you're always in that constant struggle to outthink your opponent one step at a time. So, but overall, you know, I'll be keeping my eye on this game. And
when did it come out?
it was in open beta at the end of last year, and then they, you know, free-to-play games basically just roll open from open beta to full. So I guess you could say early, like at the end of last year, it probably opened.
Okay.
So, but you know, I'll keep my eye on that. It was just something fun I found by having chance because I was signing up for the Neverwinter Nights beta.
When's that coming out?
Who knows? It's still early, but it looks like the same type of game. Like it's gonna be free to play. It's gonna be action based, but it's obviously still gonna be Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of dungeon crawling, traps, of course the D&D rule set. So chaotic neutral. So, but I think that'll about do it for us tonight.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was a slow week this week, so kind of had to fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, that sort of deal. Plus we were also under the weather.
Yeah, that too. Everybody is.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to try to get some footage from the God of War beta at some point this week, and we'll put that up. I'll have that for next week's show, and that'll probably be my preview.
Well, right after this show, I'm going to jump right onto Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions for my Let's Play, my newest one.
NPH.
NPH.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was Spider-Man.
Yep. One of the four.
One of them. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be jumping onto that, and pretty soon I'm gonna have to tackle you know, XCOM, Enemy Unknown. I've been trying to hold out to see whether or not they're gonna release any news for a new DLC for it. So I can see whether or not I should wait, because they added the new DLC that they had, Slingshot. You can't you have to start a new save in order to a new game in order to play it. So like I don't want to play through a new game and then a new DLC rolls in
and have to play through it again.
Yeah, start over. So I just wanted to wait to get a feel for when it might come out, and then I'll make my decision. But I'm going to have to roll on that soon. I really want to get to it.
Okay. Well, the cat is telling us it is time to go.
Yes, he is.
It is time to go. So we will see you next week. We do the show every Mondays at 7, and Let's Plays all through the week. How many XCOMs do you have left?
Let's see, I need to put one up today. I think that one's 40 or 41. I got like next week it'll be done.
Cool.
Maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday it'll be done.
So we better start putting more stuff up.
Yeah.
Because you've been bloating that schedule for us, so that's made me feel really good. Because I'm like, man, we have stuff coming out every day, but then you're gonna run out. So
pretty soon I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out of the XComs for my weekday uploads, and then my Tomb Raider ones I like do every other Monday, Wednesday, Friday deal. So yeah, those ones will start. I might be able to make the Tomb Raider anniversaries a little bit maybe a weekday type deal, because there's gonna be a lot of those videos.
Yeah, you said it was a long game.
Yeah, it was a long game.
All right, well, we will see you guys next week. Let me turn the sound up. And the cat is attacking.
Gamers Digest is a Spider-One and Mr. Factastic production. All characters and games are owned by their respective companies and are used under the Fair Use Law. Check out Gamers Digest at gamersdigest.me, on YouTube under Gamers Digest Podcast, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at The Gamers Digest. Viewer questions and comments can always be sent to gamersdigestpodcast@gmail.com. See you next week.